Today I'm going to show you how to export your Haiku deck as a PowerPoint file so you can import it into Nearpod and add interactive features to use in a presentation. The first thing you do is go to haikudeck.com. It will bring you to their home screen and you will need to sign in with your Haiku account. I'm going to go ahead and sign into mine. And Haiku deck is case sensitive, so you do need to be aware of that when you're logging in or you'll get that awesome incorrect password. When you go to Haiku deck, it'll bring you to your gallery. Here's where you have all of your haikus that you have created. You want to choose the one that you want to export. I'm going to export my geometry file. When you hover over it, it gives you some options right here on the home screen. You can play it, you can edit it, you can share it. That's where you would go to copy the link if you wanted to turn it into a QR code. But what we're going to do is we're going to export it. So I'm going to click on export. And it gives me two options. I can export it as a PDF, which means I can print out the slides as a PDF and send them home with kids. I could save the PDF to my computer, but for our purpose today, we are going to export it as a PowerPoint file. So I'm going to click on PowerPoint, and in the bottom left-hand corner, you will see it download. I'm going to go ahead and open it in PowerPoint, and this is where you will see your Haiku slides open up and look great in PowerPoint. You want to click the Enable Editing feature because that will allow you to save it to your computer. So click Enable Editing. It will reload again. And this is where you can now save it to your computer. So I'm going to go to File, Save As, and you can choose wherever you would like to save it. If you want to save it to your computer, to your desktop, I'm going to save mine to my desktop and name it Geometry Haiku. And save. So now my Haiku is saved onto my desktop as a PowerPoint file. That means I can now import it to Nearpod. So I'm going to go ahead and open a new tab. I'm going to go to nearpod.com. This is Nearpod's home screen. For you to create a lesson on Nearpod, you need to log in. So I'm going to choose the login option. And you will log in with your username and password. This is your home screen of Nearpod. It's where you can go to your library to access the projects you've already created or download. You can explore the store. You can join a lesson. You can create, or you can go pull reports. For what we're doing today, we are actually going to create. So I'm going to choose that option. Here are all of my projects that I have created and I have not published, or some that are published. We are going to start a new presentation. And right here it says drag your files. This is how you are going to import your Haiku into your Nearpod. You are going to grab your file, that you just downloaded, the PowerPoint file, and you are simply going to click and drag it right there. You'll see the box come up and it will shadow, and you will drop it right in, and it will upload your slides into Nearpod. This can take a few minutes, so if you have a lot of slides, it might take a minute to load and to process. You can see the process down in the corner, 5 of 11, so it can take a few moments. Once it's done loading, you will see all of your Haiku decks in your Nearpod, and this is where you can add those interactive features that we were talking about. So from here, you might add a slide, and this is where you can choose those interactive features. You can add content, you can add web content, or you can add an activity. I'm going to choose add an activity. I am going to put a quiz question in. Bear with me, it's moving a little slow. I might ask a question about my angles that I just did. Define what a right angle is. An angle that measures, 90 degrees. An angle that is greater than 180 degrees. And you can add as many answers as you want. You want to choose which one is correct, so I'm going to choose A as my correct answer. I'm going to hit save. If I wanted to add more answers, I could have right there. And now my interactive slide has been added. If I want to move this slide, I simply click and drag. So I put that quiz question right behind my slide of the right angle. If I want to move any of my slides, you click and you drag them to where you want them to go. Super simple. So that is how you import your Haiku PowerPoint file into a Nearpod. When you are finished and you're ready to publish, you can hit done. It will prompt you in order for this presentation to show up. You'll need to publish it. You can hit yes. It will ask you to give a little bit of a background. It gives a title. It asks you to kind of give some content, so you can just click your areas and hit done. And your presentation was saved successfully. It is now published, and when you return home and go to your library, you will see your lesson in your library, and you can launch it and use it with your class.